I'm Father Robert Ballasser, the digital Jesuit host of This Week in Enterprise Tech on the Twit TV network. I'm here at Enterprise Connect 2016 in Orlando, Florida, speaking with Brady O'Bruce. He is the Chief Marketing Officer with InFocus. Thank you very much for coming on to the show.
Glad to be here, thank you.
Now, for the folks who may not have been paying attention, what is InFocus?
Well, InFocus is a company that's been justifiably well known for its projectors. It's been in that business and pioneered digital projection for decades. But over the last half dozen years or so, we've been moving into collaboration and delivering the tools that allow people to collaborate no matter where they are, get real work done with products such as MondoPad and the Connect's video conferencing system.
Now, that is quite a jump from a company that is known for projectors. You're known for being at meetings, but not necessarily the technology behind running the meetings. And now you're getting into a very competitive sector. What is it? What is the secret sauce that you think InFocus has that really drives their entry into UC?
Well, a deep understanding of what it is that people who walk into a conference room mean to accomplish. We've been in those conference rooms for some time, as well as in education, and really learned what it is that people are trying to get done, what are the deliverables, what are the goals and outcomes they're looking to produce when they walk into those rooms. And as I said, we've been in the collaboration space with the MondoPad for several years now, which is a phenomenal all-in-one, hang-it-on-the-wall, touch-enabled screen that's also a PC and a video conferencing system. And through those deployments in major enterprise, SMB, and government spaces, we've learned a lot about how it is that people want to meet and how it is they need to accomplish the goals of a productive meeting, even when they're not meeting in the same room.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because you do have quite a bit of experience with what you need to have a productive meeting, what you need to have productive communications. But as you look, and you've got quite the history of being able to see what goes on behind the scenes, as you look at those deployments, what would you say would be some of the common mistakes, the missteps, the case studies that keep us up at night because they just weren't done properly?
Well, I think there's a temptation in this industry to sell first and ask questions later, to take technologies and products into the workspace and try to find ways to fit those in. Our approach has been to ask hard questions, to find out not just what somebody came into the store to buy. I often tell a story about the man who went into a hardware store to buy a drill. And after spending hours looking at various drills, going through the user manuals and talking to the assistants in the store, walked out with a drill. But what he really wanted was a hole in a piece of wood. And so I think it's incumbent upon us to really ask the question, what is it you're trying to get accomplished? What is the goal and the outcome of the meeting? What do you as a company face as hurdles? And then really deliver solutions that meet those requirements as identified by the customer. And I think as an industry, we do better when we start out from that consultative point of view.
So it's the whole idea of you decide on the goal rather than on the gear that you're going to buy and then figure out the goal from that.
Well, I think it's that, as well as really sort of expanding the imagination of the customer. I know that a meeting with a customer has gone well when they cock their head and look at me and they say, "Is that possible?" At that point, I know that we've elevated their expectations and taught them something about what's possible.
All right, now I'm going to ask you to prognosticate a little bit here. We have seen some moves by InFocus over the last few months. They've been making some interesting acquisitions, gathering certain pieces together, hopefully to provide us with a better UC solution. Where do you think those acquisitions will reveal themselves? In other words, when we get to Enterprise Connect 2017 or Enterprise Connect 2018, what will be the master plan as revealed?
Well, in fact, the last time you and I talked, I was representing Jupiter Systems as its Vice President of Marketing. We have since been acquired by InFocus, where I'm happy to be the CMO. That acquisition was part of InFocus's drive to expand its portfolio of collaborative technologies. Jupiter has always been about gathering the signals, whether they're live video streams or data, coming into a business and making those useful and usable within the context of business management. So we take those technologies and add those to the collaborative technologies and video communication technologies that InFocus already had, and we provide a deeper, richer experience for our customers. Just last month, we announced the acquisition of Avistar, the video conferencing technology company. Now, we had been using their technology in our cloud-based video meeting service, which is called the Connects Video Meeting, as well as in MondoPad and some other video conferencing tools. By acquiring them, we can now get all of their time focused on us, and we're driving that technology into new places, and some of the first pieces of evidence for the wisdom of these combinations we're showing here in booth 1409 at Enterprise Connect. One is the Canvas touch system. We took the Canvas collaborative visualization system from Jupyter and put it inside of, took the software and put it inside of the MondoPad. So in fact now every Canvas user, and these are Global 2000 companies around the world, can now take a device, they can hang it onto the wall, plug it into power, plug it into network, and that room is instantaneously enabled for Canvas collaborative visualization. The other place it's taken us is we have taken Jupyter's video wall technology and combined that with InFocus's Connects video conferencing technology, and we're now able to provide our customers with video conferencing walls that can range from a single screen in an executive's office up to a gigantic wall of video with 96 screens.
We've been speaking with Brady O'Bruce. He is the Chief Marketing Officer at InFocus. Thank you so very much for spending your time with us, for sharing your tech.
Thank you very much.
Now, if they wanted to find out more about InFocus, about what InFocus can do for their business, where could they go on the internet?
You go to infocus.com.
Again, thank you very much for telling us the grand plan of InFocus. Folks, I'm Father Robert Ballister, the Digital Jesuit from Enterprise Connect 2016 in Orlando, Florida.